Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be just getting ready for work and I figured why not show you guys today's makeup look. So if you want to see how to get this really easy, simple, and glam makeup look, just keep watching.
So starting off with the eyebrows, I'm just going to fill them in with this Laura Mercier Pot Eyebrow Gel. They don't make it anymore, but I'm just going to use this to slightly fill them in at the beginning, so I can measure where my eyeliner will go. Next, I'm going to use the Trish Mcevoy Eye Base in Bare. This is one of my favorite products. It spreads so evenly, beautifully all over the eye. You can wear it as eyeshadow. It's like a concealer for the lid, so definitely something I wear all the time. Next, I'm going to show you my page from Trish. I love this because you can stick all the eyeshadows that you want in them. I'm going to use a color called Almond. It's a matte, really nice kind of tan color, and I'm just going to go all into my crease with that. That's going to be my first shade. So spreading that all over with this fluffy double-sided, that's actually a Laura Mercier brush. The next color I'm going to use is this one's Golden Apricot. It's a really pretty bright shimmer. I'm just going to spread that all over the lid. It doesn't have any glitter in it, but it has a really nice sheen. You can't really see it in the video, I'm sorry. Next, I'm going to use Deep Aubergine. This is kind of like a plummy matte brown color. It's actually one of our cake liners. You can wet it, but I like to use it as dry powder as well. It blends really good. It's a really, really nice color too. So I'm going to spread that all in the crease. Go on top of it with this color, Blackberry Granite, which is a really pretty kind of shimmer. And I'm just going to kind of buff that on the top of it so it blends evenly. And then, of course, on the other side. I'm going to go back in with my first color, Almond, and just kind of go over the eyebrow area so everything's nice and even. And you can't see where one color starts and the other one stops and so forth. Then I'm going to use just some black eyeliner to go underneath the eyelash line. Make everything look nice and thick before I start with my liquid liner, of course. So liquid liner I'm using is the Trish Mcevoy Lash Enhancing Liquid Liner. I love a lot of her products, as you can see. This one actually has some of her lash enhancing serum in it, so it's wonderful. I think they say with 3 weeks of use, you get a thicker, healthier, longer lash. And as you can see what I'm doing, I kind of like do these small little taps and walk it across the lash line. That way I don't make a mess. And then measure out and go in with my wings. I surprised myself this video because I didn't mess up the wings. They came out pretty even the first time, so I was really happy. Okay, so now I'm just gonna throw a little bit of mascara on them to get them ready for my lashes. This is a little Bobbi Brown mascara. And these are, I believe, Ardell Demi's. It's a very natural kind of, I think they're the Demi Glamour ones. You could buy them in a 5-pack. And it's a nice natural lash. So it looks like you have beautiful lashes on, but they're not crazy, crazy big. Very nice for every day. So I'm going to just make sure that your glue gets nice and tacky, stick them on, and then I like to go back in with my tweezer and just press them together. And then this is the Trish Mcevoy High Volume Mascara. This is the fiber mascara. Comes off with warm water in tubes. It's awesome. Next, I'm going to prep the skin with the BB oil. I love this oil, you guys. I've been against oil for a while because I like my skin to look kind of matte, but this one's great. And then you can run the rest of it through your hair for flyaways. So instant eye lift under the eye, I make a very big triangle. Trish calls it the triangle of light. I'm very dark under the eye. It's kind of sunken in, so I make sure I put enough. And then I just wet a regular triangle sponge. I don't use a beauty blender. I don't like the idea of one same sponge, so I like the fact that this one comes in a big pack and I can just kind of like use one every couple of days. So I wet it and squeezed it out, and it puffed up just like a beauty blender would. So I'm going to use this just all underneath to blend everything out. And then, of course, use my Double Wear foundation. This is my favorite foundation. I know it's been around forever. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. They extend their colors all the time. So I've actually switched my color. But I really like this one. And this brush from Trish is amazing. It's her double-sided wet and dry brush. You can use it for powder and everything as well, but I like to use it for my foundation and to blend my concealer. So I'm a little broken out. I'm going to use extra concealer. This is the Cle de Peau. Yes, it's a $70 concealer, but it's amazing and I love it. And not only does it cover amazing, but it fills in. I don't use it under the eyes because it is a thicker concealer. It's creamy and I don't want it to settle, but I do use it around the face for extra coverage. And on the forehead where I have a scar. All right, so this Wet n Wild dual-ended contour stick I've been all over. I think I bought it at Target or something like that. I don't know. But I'm going to use the light color just to kind of put in the areas where I want that highlight. Of course, down my nose, under my eyes, because it's always in need of highlight. And then I'm going to do a little bit on the middle of the forehead and then on my upper lip to kind of make it look bigger because I have a very small upper lip. Chin and jawline. And then go in with the darker color. I really like the color of this darker color. I don't know how to explain it. It's not too orangey. I've come across contour sticks or colors that are really orange. They look really bad. This is a nice medium brown color. Oh, this is in the medium tan as well, the contour stick. I didn't give you guys the color. I'm sorry. Okay, so when I'm done using my contour stick, I'm going to go back with the sponge that I wet, and I'm just going to blend out the lighter contour, and then we're going to go ahead and stick some powder and bake on top of it. The wet sponge works great too to blend out all the cream because sometimes it can be a little difficult when you let it sit. All right, so of course, Laura Mercier setting powder. This is the best powder ever, you guys. It's really not just a fad that's going on right now. It's amazing. If Trish made a loose powder, I'd probably use hers because her powder is wonderful as well, but she doesn't. And I like a loose powder to bake with. And get a good amount under my eyes to really hold all that concealer and brightening products that I used. All right, so this is Trish Mcevoy's new Wet Dry Precision brush. Kind of like the other one I was using. This one is great. It's a really tight, kind of contoured angle brush, I would say. And it blends cream amazing. I haven't actually tried it on liquid yet because I've only been using it to blend my contour, but it works great. Blends everything really, really easily. You don't have to push and pull on your face too much. And it doesn't pick up your color and take it off of your face, which is great. All right, so I'm going to go in. This is the Les Beiges powder from Chanel. I think this one is N70. It's a darker color that's way too dark for my skin, but it's amazing to kind of use as bronzer, as contour, or to kind of dust all over your face. If you get a tan and you don't want to go completely darker on your foundation, these powders are really light. You can use a nice fluffy powder brush to dust everywhere. But I've been using it as bronzer or contour color, however you want to call it. And I love it. And then I'm going to just go on top of it with the matte medium bronzer from Trish just to seal everything. And I'm going to go slightly higher on my cheeks so that it can start to blend, and then use a smaller brush for the sides of my nose. All right, then I'm going to use, of course, a fluffy stipple brush to dust away all of that powder. It's one of my favorite things, I think, to dust away my baking powder. Because afterwards, it's just like, ah. All right, so I'm going to use a fan brush to get up under my eye. And then I'm going to go back with my bronzer brush, whatever's left over, and just kind of evenly swipe it all over so I don't look very pale. All right, cheek color. This one is the Pink Glow from Trish. It's a really pretty pinky with a gold sheen. It looks a lot like Orgasm from NARS. And then, of course, use my favorite highlighter. This one's from Estee Lauder. This is the Bronze Goddess Gelee highlighter. It is so soft, you guys. So I'm going to use it underneath my brows. And then, of course, on the inner corners of my eyes, down my nose, up on the top of my mouth. And then, of course, you can't forget those cheekbones. This highlighter is amazing, you guys. It's limited edition. It's $45. I think you can still get it in stores. They bring them out in the summer, but they hang out for a while. So if you can get your hands on one, get it. It's fabulous. All right, so I'm going to use that same darker color that I used in the corner and just go along my lower lash line. I don't like to use any kind of crayon liner. I mostly don't even line under the eye, but I'm going to do it for this. So just a little bit of that deep aubergine, and then, of course, mascara. And here you can see how skinny the brush was. All right, lips. This is actually just a little Huda Beauty lip liner and some of the NYX lip cream. Something soft. All right, final step. I'm just going right back in with my brow pencil. This is Trish Mcevoy's Brow Shaper. Most of the products are from her, if you can't tell. It's the line I work for. And we're done. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully my next video will be edited a little better. Like and subscribe and stay tuned.